Live stream engaged. All right, good morning. Are you ready for this?
Oh, yes.
I'm not talking to you, Calvin. I'm talking to the people who are going to watch this later. I'm not even sure I'm ready for this. The Calvin Duncan Jr. Experience, Episode 2, here on the Roo. And we have the soundtrack in the background of Calvin's music. Now, are you ready for this, Calvin?
I'm ready.
He's ready. He says he's ready. So, CDJR, Lake Providence, you better get ready. He's coming back. And I don't know when this song ends. Calvin, you got an idea when the song ends?
Oh, yeah. It ends. You have a solo and then it ends.
See, I'm flying blind. This is a DOS system on the computer. So, all right. So we're going to be talking about Lake Providence, the Soul Food and Heritage Festival that's going to be happening tomorrow in Lake Providence. We're also going to be talking about upcoming dates for Calvin Duncan Jr. And also in the studio is Kenya, publicist extraordinaire. So if you want to get Calvin booked, book him. Because we got dates that are filling up for the fall as well as holidays. Taking the travel log, we are right here on the new Route 102 to Highway 65. I got introduced to that song from our guest this morning back in the studios. Privileged to have the Duncanator, the Calvin Duncan Jr. Experience. Calvin, my friend, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm doing real good as well. So Highway 65, off of the project that I hold in my hand, and we talked about it last week, Come Along. And if I remember right, because a lot of moving pieces and of the puzzle go on in here, was that in Tunica, Mississippi, or Yazoo City, Mississippi? Where's Highway 65 and the inspiration for the song we just heard?
The inspiration for that song we just heard, Highway 65, run from Eudora, Arkansas. At the time I was living...
I was in the wrong state.
I was in Arkansas at the time, but the song inspired from going from Eudora, Arkansas, to Vicksburg, Mississippi, and it's a kind of a metaphor when I say living in Studio 61. It also have Highway 61 in it from Vicksburg, Mississippi. I also write it's just like a metaphor in there. Yeah.
Well,
just really listen.
And by the way, you're a multi-talented on all the instruments that you play. And when I heard this last week after you left, I'm like, man, there's a tuba. I don't know many songs with a tuba, but you're a prolific keyboardist. And so you did the tuba and the trombone on that, but you did it through the keyboard, right?
Yes, I did.
Awesome.
But I can also play the tuba and the trumpet as well. Live, but yes, I did. I tried to create something that I haven't heard before. Tried to create a marching band playing the blues, and my good friend Eric Fowles, he ended up playing the clarinet and the flute on it, and he also created that wonderful drum that drum line that you also hear on there. But yes, man, we done a great job on that record, and I was just trying to show my creative side on just musically, you know what I'm saying? We can do music with the live bass guitar and the live guitar, and I just wonder what it would sound like with a marching band.
Well, you captured it. I mean, and I'm serious. After you left last week, I'm like, you had talked about it, and I said, I played it, and I'm like, boy, this thing captured the essence of the moment. It transported me to the Big Easy, to have a street soul march.
Yes.
And Calvin Duncan Jr. is whom we're speaking with here. He's going to be at the Louisiana Soul Food Heritage Festival tomorrow, August 3rd, because this is going to be live streamed. It's going to be archived later. However, you want to go to Lake Providence. It's all free, and it bring the whole family. You brought up Eudora. Now,
yes.
I have a Eudora experience. Do you want to hear about it? It was
I would love to.
The first and only crap game I was involved in my life.
Oh, Lord.
You know what? I'm going to hold that thought, and because it's a little bit deeper, and I don't want the show to be about that experience. I want it to be about the Calvin Duncan Jr. experience.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, so tomorrow,
good for it.
Yeah, hold the crap game in Eudora, Arkansas, and anyway, I'll hold that. All right, so let's go to Lake Providence for tomorrow. You had told me this is a return engagement for you,
yes,
and it's also a homecoming. So for those that don't know who you are and home. Talk about home, then talk about the homecoming.
Yes. Lake Providence is a home for me. When we moved from Vegas and we moved to Lake Providence, we just stayed in Lake Providence for a good while and kind of grew up there. And a lot of good friends that I can't wait to get back in the city and just enjoy and catch up with a lot of good friends. And most of all, give them a good show so they can have something to think about, that this come right out of Lake Providence, Louisiana. And so a lot of great talent is in Lake Providence, Louisiana. And I just love it.
Well, let me. I just had this conversation yesterday.
Uh-huh.
To those, I'll call them ignorant because ignorance is curable, stupidity is a choice. Meaning, ignorance, you
That's
don't
right.
know the information.
That's right.
But stupidity is you know the information and choose to act the other way anyway.
That's right.
So when you say the Delta, I'm talking about, or when I was taught the Delta of Louisiana and Mississippi, you think the mouth of the Mississippi because it is called a Delta.
A Delta,
That's not the Delta. And Kenny Bill Stinson said that if you put a pinpoint in like Monroe, Ouachita Parish, circled it out with no more than 150 miles, you're going to get the cradle of the Delta, which birthed all the music you're talking about.
That's right.
Why do you think that is?
I think that is because I honestly think because we're actually kind of the underdog. I think that we're kind of overlooked a little, but not to a certain extent. That they're kind of because I love Mississippi and I love the other states that talk about the blues and that has the blues, but the blues is runs so deep right here in Louisiana.
Again, it's the Delta. The
That's
Delta
right.
extends
That's
both
right.
sides
That's
of the
right.
Mississippi.
That's right. That's right. In the Delta, and a great thing that I love to sit and think about, and all the great artists that just another great Mr. Poe Henry.
Poe Henry and Tukey.
That's right. A great legendary blues artist. You know what I'm saying? And I just.
Well, for me, and as we're talking with Calvin Duncan Jr. here this morning on the new Rue 102. By the way, we're up online at kwxmfm.com, kwxmfm.com. Download the app. Give us a listen wherever you are. We're locally here in north central Louisiana, but with the advent of all of the social media we reach, I find it ironic, but also when you're on, what's the word, where it's like the Delta of the Mississippi is the most fertile soil in the world, and that's arguable. But it has the most impoverished, and East Carroll's one of the most impoverished. So when you got the soil of the richest, and I'm not just talking about the affluent, the rich soil, then when you have the people on that soil, the soul comes out of that. Is that resonating?
Well, yes, I think all of that comes from like the history, and with the great history of all the history of everything, and it brings out the best in everything that we're going forth in the future,
Sure.
And a lot of that comes from the blues and the out the Delta. Out the Delta brings a lot of great blues and great gospel, a lot of great entertainment, comes right out the Delta.
Well, and as you're talking, Calvin, I mean, I appreciate you coming here. It's real. You know what I mean? You're singing about reality
Yes.
Of life in all of those genres, which, by the way, you play all of them.
That's right. That's right. From the gospel to the country to the blues, I try to dabble in every genre of music due to the fact it's the Delta. It's just all over, and once people catch. Well, people have already gotten the swing of the Delta and the blues and everything, but there is so much other types of blues and everything that's out there that's coming right out the Delta, and it's just waiting for someone to get a chance to hear it. But
Right. All right. So Calvin Duncan Jr., multi-talented. I think I introduced you as multi-grained. Has anybody ever introduced a multi-grained person, Calvin Duncan Jr. before? Was I the first?
You the first.
All right.
You're the first.
Right arm. All right, so how many instruments? Can you count them on one hand? Can you count them on two hands that you can play?
I play the bass guitar, the rhythm lead guitar. I play drums. I play the organ. I play piano. I can play the tuba. I play the trumpet. I play the harp, the harmonica. What else I play? I think everybody can play a tambourine.
I am not worthy to be here. Hang a second. I'm going to cut across. I do have an instrument in the studio here. I just realized, and I'm thinking he can. If anybody can play it, he can play it. Let me. I don't want to take my.
Try to figure it out.
Yeah. Let's see. I think it's right up here. Yes. I have my golden shaker egg.
Oh man, yes, sir.
So can you shake us a song? Alvin, put that in his repertoire, okay? What song we be shaking to there, huh?
I don't know. That's the first little beat that came in my head.
There you
because
go.
music keep going. You know, I can sit here and I be writing, just sitting here thinking about stuff. I can have a whole conversation with you, but I be thinking music, and because I can write from anything. I write from any situation that don't have to be a situation of my own. I just write. I can see something or see a couple walking, holding hands, and I can write a lovely. Actually, that's how I wrote "Always." That's on my album. From looking at another couple and their life, and that's how I wrote "Always." But yeah, I love to write, and music just comes.
All right, so we're going to play Always after you leave here, and then is that one? I need to throw that one into the Rue mix or the mix of the Rue, or do
You can throw it in the.
I know Kenya's going to say, Rick, put it all in there. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
Now I think Carnival Ride is.
Carnival. There you
now,
go.
That one is Rue ready.
It's real ready. I like it.
Yeah, it's Rue ready, man. Because it also tells a story, and I try to be very along with that song. Along with all of my songs, I try to be very creative with the song. The song is titled Carnival Ride.
All right.
But it talks about grown folk stuff with the a male and a female.
Okay.
But it's a twist due to the fact it talks about the rides. It's talking. You only hearing the ride, so it's nothing dirty. It's nothing explicit.
Sure,
so
sure. No, it's real. Again, back to real. I would dare say.
That's right.
We'll get that one queued up. So let's get away. let's focus. Well, first of all, before we close it out by focusing on tomorrow at the Lake Providence, the Louisiana Soul Food and Heritage Festival. You got some dates booking up that I can recall. Let's go to Columbia, the Louisiana Art and Folklife Festival. Will this be your first one in October?
Actually, this will be my second year going back.
Cool.
I was there last year, and we had such a ball. We had a blast, man.
Cool.
It was so fun. I'm excited about this year because we got some new stuff we're going to take back this year, and some excited stuff. I can't say too much, but yeah, it's going to be very exciting. I can't wait to take it back to them this year.
Okay, so that's on the agenda. Plus, folks, we're heading into the fall. We're also heading into the holiday season, even though it's August. I know you got dates already booked at the Ameristar in Vicksburg. You got it at the Horseshoe in Bossier City.
Yes.
So how do folks get a hold of you? Or you better get a hold of Calvin, or Kenya's coming to get you. What's the best way to... But anyway, no, it's all a good thing.
That's right.
It's a great thing. How do we book you?
You can book me through Miss Kenya West. You can book me through my web page. In any of my social media, just get in touch with me. You can call me personally and book it up. Just get in touch with us.
Do you have a kind of a dream goal? I'd love to play at this venue that you haven't played yet. What would that be?
Now I have this one.
All right, let's hear it.
I really do. I have this one.
Okay.
And that is the Blues Bender in Las Vegas.
Blues Bender. Okay, speak it. Let's keep talking about when is it?
I kind of forget when it actually be, but I just
ask Kenya. She knows where everything.
Yeah.
I reached out to him.
What she say?
Yeah, she said she reached out to him as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I reached out to him.
It'll happen.
Oh yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
It'll happen.
But yes, I just love Vegas. I guess because that's where I actually went when I was a child. You know, when I was born, 2 weeks after I was born, I moved to Vegas, and I stayed there for a while.
Okay.
And man, I just love Vegas. You know, I
So-
try to go at least 3 times a year.
Oh, really? I've never been to Vegas, but that's a cool thing. I can't wait to hear that happen. And then I'm dialing it back to Shreveport. 50 Cent, do you know anything about what's going on? I know Kenya is. I mean, he's going to be doing something great for Louisiana.
Yeah, that is. I also heard. I got it in the wind. You know, I
Right.
heard about it. That he's bringing the record companies here. It's something like that. And that's going to be great for the all of the people who into the industry and
Heck yeah.
that into entertainment that want to try to do the music and everything, no matter if it's rap, blues, or country, or jazz.
Right. No,
know.
it's going to be good. And so, do you need a manager? Because I need some part-time money. I better not do that. Okay. All right. Let's stay back to focused. All right. So tomorrow, the Louisiana Soul Food and Heritage Festival.
Oh, yes.
It begins at 11 a.m. Take us through the day and the food experience, and then tell us when you're hitting the stage.
I go on at 5:30. And yes, there's going to be a lot of vendors out there. A lot of people great food and great music. A lot of good fun, good friendly faces. They're very home welcome. They welcome
Right.
you into Lake Providence very well. I can't wait to see everybody that's coming out from far and near, all the surrounding areas. You know, come out and they have a blast, man. It is a place you want to be on tomorrow. That's the place you want to be.
All right, so it's
Yes.
in Lake Providence. Starts at 11. Calvin takes the stage. Are you going to fly solo? You got a band with you?
Oh, yeah,
Or
I'm
do you
taking the
do you
CD.
do all your instruments all at the same time?
No, I take the CDJ band with me. On bass, I have my brother Andre Spencer. On keys, I have my nephew Kobe Fletcher. On drums, I have my nephew Travis Fletcher.
Right.
And yes, so we go and we deliver and we have a great time. We try to make it feel like church.
Well, no, I love it. I love it. It's an experience. It's the
it.
CDJ experience. And oh, by the way, I love my shirt. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for wearing.
Oh, you're kidding me? I love it. And did you notice I'm going to try to get you some national money, right? Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. think we can make that happen? All right. This is getting out
That's
of control.
awesome.
All
That's
right,
awesome.
so everybody out there, thank you for watching and thank you for sharing, doing all that good stuff.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Calvin. Thank you for coming back. Thank you, Kenya, for coming back. I got it queued up. We're going to go on a ride, a carnival ride.
Oh, yes.
So this will be the first time for some folks, written, produced by, where'd you produce this thing?
We produced
Studio
it at
61.
Studio 61 right in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Yes, with my good friend Eric Flowers.
Awesome. Where can folks get this? I'm
You can-
sure
you
download
can
it and all that.
Download it on all digital platforms, and you can also get in touch with us at my webpage or any social media platform. You can get in touch with Kenya, myself. Just get in touch with us, and you can get it.
All right.
Even the merchandise, all of it, the shirts,
And I love my merchandise.
We have
What other merchandise do
we have shoes. We have
Really?
we have dress. We have
What was
we
that?
have
Dresses?
Dresses. We have
I don't wear them now.
sweatpants.
Okay.
We have sweatpants for the men. Have lighters, hats.
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Maybe we'll have a CDJ fashion show. They got Calvin Klein and Calvin Duncan, right? I mean,
That's it.
we out of here. What? Here we go. Carnival ride. First time for me. Calvin, thanks so much. Kenya, thank you as well.
You're so welcome, and thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So we're still streaming.
Oh yeah.
I better stop it, okay? Thank you all so much.
Thank you.